We've been talking and texting over the last few weeks about how little sleep you and your baby are getting these days. You've been standing tearfully outside his room while you count how long it takes for him to cry it out and settle himself to sleep. You wonder if it's too much all at once, getting him to sleep through the night and placing him in daycare so you can go back to your job as a nurse soon. As your mother, part of me wants to jump on a plane and fly out to New York and walk the floor with your baby so that you, my baby, can get some rest. Yeah, I know this won't happen, and I wouldn't really do it, but this is what a mother forever feels and wants. To support her child through life's challenges. That will never change, no matter how old you get. Sorry, but that's the way it is. You'll see. I know how difficult it is to listen at the door, anxiously waiting until silence falls and the deep breathing begins. You have a smart baby who prefers the comfort of his mother's or his father's arms over being alone in his bed, with only his thumb and his swaddling to make him feel soothed and secure. When I was your age, and I know you know this already, I had 3 young children. You became my second in command when your baby brother was born. At 8.5, you could hold him, give him a bottle, and even change a diaper on occasion. I remember the reproachful looks you gave me when we met at his crib in the middle of the night when you wanted to pick up the crying baby while I wanted to rub his back and reassure him that he could calm himself and go back to sleep. Does this sound familiar? You're learning what it means to be the mother of 2 now. You were hurting for your daughter when she reacted honestly, as a child will, to the shift in the family universe after her baby brother arrived. You may have wondered how a mother can split her love among her children, but I've seen that love divide itself and yet still remain whole. Every time you hold your baby boy and kiss the top of his head or his soft pink cheek, I can feel that love radiate. Also, when you share your pride in your daughter's accomplishments at the big girl age of 6.5, an age when she so much reminds me of you, a mixture of headstrong, smart, mischievous, determined, and curious. She's finally proving her mettle as a big sister, and I know you're relieved and happy about that. I knew she'd come around. And you've no doubt discovered the truth in what my pediatrician told me years ago when I was expecting my second child. 1 + 1 does not equal 2. When you kids were small, there were times I spoke to you and your brothers and heard my own mother's voice. Did I ever say, because I said so? I might have. And now, sometimes, I hear my voice in yours, either when you're trying to jolly your daughter out of a crabby mood, or when you use all 3 of her names when she gets on your nerves or misbehaves. She knows, as you did, when you get all 3 names, Mom means business. Some things never change. If I try to remember a day in my life when I was your age, juggling it all, I can't really see it anymore, not clearly anyway. Work, school, chores, games, driving, shopping, feeding everyone 3 times a day, it takes superhuman effort much of the time. But maybe I remember this wrong, but when you kids were little, I think we had a lot of fun too. The art projects, going to the park, baking projects, birthday parties, going to the park, reading stories, field trips to museums, playing with friends, going to the park. After 3 kids, I'll tell you, I hated going to the park. But now that I'm going to the park with grandchildren, it's a different feeling that I remember, and I don't mind it so much these days. The sand in their shoes and where they track it, it's your problem, not mine. There are parts of being a mother of young children that I'm happy to be done with. I have retained some of my skills, however. My body sways when I stand, even without an infant in my arms. And one hip is still lower than the other after so many years of balancing a child on that side while I stirred a pot or helped with homework or talked on the phone. My body rocks gently as I croon the same song over and over in a soft whisper into that tiny, tender ear until I feel the heavy head and the rhythmic breathing, and I know I have a sweet sleeping baby on my shoulder. It isn't grandma magic. It's just knowing that patience, rhythm, rocking, and time eventually win out. Your little guy is a fighter of sleep for now, but it won't last, believe me. One day, he will stand taller than you, with curly hair like yours, and long legs like his daddy's, and his chin will be scratchy with a beard you can't even imagine right now. Maybe you'll get him to stand still long enough so you can grab him and make him dance around the kitchen with you one time, the way you dance with him in your arms now, using your will to calm him down so he can sleep. You'll have to stand tall to whisper in his ear then, maybe as you dance with him at his wedding, the way I danced with your brothers at theirs. And you can remind him that he made you feel like a dazed zombie when he was tiny. Or maybe you'll keep that to yourself. It may be hard for you to believe, but someday this struggle against sleep will be a distant memory, eclipsed by all the wonders and challenges of raising a son that lie ahead. The long, crazy, interrupted nights will seem more like a dream. Maybe not a sweet one, but a dream nonetheless. I hope tonight is better for both of you. Sleep tight, sweetie. Love, Mom. Thank you.